Hello, welcome to Mary is the new evangelization.com, and we're hanging out by the fire tonight with uh, the angels and the saints and our Blessed Virgin Mother. And uh, so the message is very, very urgent. It's very, very urgent. Okay, if I can say this to my dear friend Scott Hahn, if I could say this to his lovely wife Kimberly, we are living in unbelievable times. Everything is getting shaken to the core, including our church and our country. Okay, you, Scott Hahn, are by far the most followed Catholic. I mean, I'm serious. People are trusting you. They're looking to you and they trust you completely. And your discernment. Well, I believe this, that the time of having people become Catholic at this point, according to Pope Francis, this is not the time for that. He told them to stay in their own churches and he apologized. He said, we all have to come to Jesus, and we know that you can only come to Jesus through the Blessed Virgin Mary. That's the message that you have to tell people, Protestants. You have to tell the Protestants. Instead of, anyone can become Catholic. It's their choice, their free will. But we shouldn't put that kind of pressure on true believers, true Christians. And that's what the Pope is saying. That's his message. And that is what people need to hear. Also, what's going on in Iraq with the Christians in Iraq. I mean, something's got to be done about that, because that could very easily be here in the U.S., where Christians are going to be treated like that and persecuted. What is that all about? Because Pope John Paul II told George Bush not to go into Iraq. He said that. And I remember a meeting with the Pope and, I don't know, someone under Saddam Hussein. And he was praying before the Blessed Sacrament with the Pope for the situation in Iraq. But Bush insisted on going over there. And you know what? Now look at what's going on. The Catholics used to be able to worship under Saddam Hussein. Okay, yeah, there were some things that happened that weren't good, but oh my gosh, look at what we have now. So that was a prophet. The Pope John Paul II was a prophet, and he told George Bush not to go into Iraq. And now we have a situation where the Christians are basically being burned, their churches. So that's what I'm saying politically too. It's not, you can't just do the Republican thing. Ron Paul is the one who showed us you have to give people a free will. You have to respect people's free will. That's the only way God can judge people fairly, is if they have a free will. And if they want to choose to go against God, they have that freedom to do that. But we can't force that to happen. So everybody's got to respect one another in their journey to either heaven or hell. So, I understand. I appreciate the fact that you love the church so much, and you love the communion of saints so much, and you love the Eucharist so much. That's great. I mean, loving the church is a great thing. But you can't deny the stuff that is not really cool. Like a cardinal today saying he don't know if Jesus is for or against gay marriage. This is a cardinal of the church who says he doesn't know. I give him credit for being honest, but that's got to be addressed. That has got to be addressed. People have to understand that God doesn't want gay marriage. It, people have to understand that, you know. So, but God loves gay people and he wants to help gay people, you know, because they're people too. And Jesus and Mary are equally committed. It was their sexuality was tampered with along the way. And, you know, so that's a cross that they have to bear. Everyone's got to bear a cross in this life for one reason or another. That doesn't mean you make their cross easier by like taking it from them, you know? Jesus is the one. They have to come to Jesus with their cross, not to gay marriage. Gay marriage is not salvation for gay people. Jesus Christ is. And the Blessed Mother can lead the way that way. But, you know, Brother Scott, we need you to speak out on these issues. We really, really do need you to do that. And obviously for pro-life. And you should come out to the abortion clinic. Like, and I don't know if you're supposed to continue to teach at Franciscan. I really don't know. I think at this point, they have your books and everything there. I think you need to go more like public. Maybe run for office. I don't know exactly what you should do, but just sitting there at Steubenville writing books, I think it's time, Scott. I really do. All right. God bless.